Hey guys, join me and traveling on the go as I head to Ellaville, Florida and track down a historic ghost town that a lot of people have been waiting to see. So I haven't done anything like this in a very long time. I'll cross forest floors, bridges, and rivers in search of hidden ruins of the Drew Mansion in a nearby secret cemetery. After discovering that Google Maps led me to the wrong location, I'll venture through the dense forest, hiking and using a drone to seek traces of the once prosperous residence, while also tracking down my crashed drone on Friday the 13th. But our journey doesn't stop there. Nature's reclaiming power and ghostly whispers await as we wander through deserted streets and structures. Join me in uncovering the eerie legends of Ellaville's haunted past. I'm giving myself 48 hours to discover the town and find the mansion. So 2 hours east of Jacksonville, you're gonna go to the place called Ellaville. Now I heard the man that was responsible for the town, he named this town after his favorite really slave or servant named Ella. And so that's how it got the name. That's at least one account. So right on Google, I looked up abandoned towns and then one phrase, most abandoned town in Florida. This city came right up, Ellaville, and so that's one reason I'm going here.
We see Drew Way for the guy who, started this city, and Ellaville Central Avenue. We're in the right place.
So I can just imagine this place in the 1860s and what it would have looked like. Not to mention finding this one prominent person I'm going to talk about. He had a mansion that burned down a long time ago. Hopefully we're going to find it. But I can only get a feeling to what this community was a very long time ago. Hey guys, welcome to Ellaville. And look at this, abandoned bridge going across. This is actually better than the pictures. Looks just like you'd see in a kind of apocalyptic movie. I'll flip it around. Weeds growing on everything. You kind of take a back road when you get here. You can see how dense everything is around here. Looks like you're in the dense forest. And let's flip it around so you can see what I'm talking about. Just like this, look at this. This road is completely gone, just about. Amazing bridge ahead. It's all rustic, old. So this was a big logging town, kind of the textbook boom town in the 19th century. We'll get to that a little bit later. So I'm going down a different path. My drone was on active track mode, tracking me across the bridge. Would have been a great shot. And it hit a tree, fell below on the grass. So I'm hoping it's okay. I'm gonna go track it down. This is what it looks like here. I'm gonna follow the bridge. And I haven't had that happen ever really. But it has sensors on it, but it did not pick up the pine trees or like the pine needles up there, I guess. And this is creepy, man. Look at this. Woo. No, we found it. Yeah. Battery's super hot. We did it. We just got to get out of here now. Oh, mosquitoes everywhere. So I'm guessing this is the Suwannee River, one of the bigger rivers in Florida. And yeah, really pretty. Now, apparently in 1928, one of the reasons this town fell apart, there was a massive flood from a number of hurricanes that brought a lot of water. And some reports that I read, this would rise over 100 feet, about 100 feet above the normal rate. And it literally just kind of decimated this logging town and community where At its peak, it was about 1,000 people. The man in charge here, George Drew, who later was the governor of Florida in the late 19th century, he employed, I believe, around 500 people, what I was reading. So there's a big bridge right here with pavement, and there's another one over there, I'm guessing for the railroad. The man, George Drew, who established this town, he had a direct connection with the Florida Railroad Company, and they actually had a line coming right into this town that allowed, you know, all the logging industry and his company to be very successful, especially right after the Civil War when it hit the Reconstruction era. You're gonna see a sign right when you come on Google Maps to Ellaville, and it's gonna look right there. See that sign? And so you're gonna have the big bridge right here, and then about a mile away, you can find it on Google Maps. We're gonna go try and figure it out. It's his mansion, what's left. So we're gonna go check that out, and then near there's a cemetery. So before we get started, I'm gonna do a little idea here. I have the FPV drone, the Avata 2. I have an idea of where this mansion is, the ruins of the mansion. I'm gonna do a little reconnaissance with this and see if I can see it from the air first. Gonna be pretty tough. Lots of green everywhere. So you can see how dense the forest is as we're going through. There's a spider's nest. I tried to find a number of different roads cutting through some of the trees. It didn't really lead to anything. I spent about 30 minutes and then I just kind of gave up. So I guess I'm gonna have to find it on foot. So this is Ellaville Central Avenue. Let's go on the road and figure it out here. Oh, shit. Whoa, this thing is gigantic. Oh, man. So I followed Google Maps to this site. It's so overgrown. I can't even get through. I'm literally like 15 feet away. I'm gonna give that up. Whew. Get back to the car. I put my drone over it. That's what I thought where it was. According to Google Maps, I'm going through this. I'll show you. So 1 out of 6 for day 1, but I got another chance to get all of them on day 2. Something you see in an apocalyptic movie. There are vines all over this. Hey, good morning everyone. This is day 2 of Ellaville. I'm gonna go back and I think I have the exact coordinates possibly for this mansion in the forest, that the remains of it, and a couple cemeteries. But nothing better early in the morning, got a cup of coffee, listening to some music, got about an hour-and-a-half drive to this ghost town, so let's go. So if you're in Jacksonville and you wanna get here, just go on I-10 West. Gonna take you to Lake City, and then from there, Ellaville is very close. I think another 10 minutes off I-10, and then you're basically there. So behind me is the storehouse. I didn't even know this before on my first day. It's absolutely engulfed. And let's take a look inside. I came here the first day and I looked around. I was like, I can't see the storehouse. It's you know, it's just engulfed. Absolutely, I've never seen anything like this actually. You gotta be a little careful where you're walking around. So here's some pillars outside you can see down there. Oh, there's another wall all the way over there. Wow. Hey guys, so it's my second day here at Ellaville, and man, the mosquitoes and bugs, it's absolutely insane. You stay in one place for 10 seconds, you're absolutely swarmed. I'm gonna go a different way, try and track down this mansion. Looked on Google Maps, hopefully I can find this cemetery, then I can get to the mansion. So let's go. So I'm off in the middle of nowhere trying to find this, using a little bit of the GPS. I had to go through a lot of stuff, but a couple promising signs here. First, there's a bench right there. So other people are coming out here. I don't see any trails leading out of here. And then I heard something about a blue marker, and I see over here on the tree, something's been marked. So we're gonna go over there, see if we can find that. But just to tell you, this is what I'm looking at. Another blue marker. So it's funny, I was over by the road, I was getting absolutely blasted by mosquitoes. And now I'm in the thick of it and it feels fine. It's not too bad. One more blue sign here. I talked to only one guy and he said it's right off the train tracks, on the other side of the train tracks, which is just over here. So we're gonna keep going. Got myself a walking stick. Eventually, man, it just happened, broke off right in my hand. So, hey, love it. If you go in the dense vegetation here, there's so many trees that have fallen over. Just take them kind of like a bridge. Go from one to the next. All right, hour and a half in, first find of the day, cemetery. A tree has fallen on top of it. And all the vegetation here, it is really hard to see. I wouldn't have seen it. There's a couple of these, put it down below here, orange markers. There's another one you can see right over there. But put the camera back up. Yeah, so we'll look around here. First find, hopefully this will lead to something else like the mansion. Whew. Took forever though. I mean, you can see how dense the vegetation is. Whew. This is the hidden cemetery, I think. There's another cemetery where the owner of the mansion, George Drew, and his family were buried. So we found the first one right here. Looks like we have John Clayton Thomas, R.I.P. There's a couple more here. I'm not sure. Wow. So maybe a little bit closer. There is so many fallen trees out here. It is insane. Look behind me here. This one. I mean, I've counted, I don't know, hundreds of fallen trees, big ones too. So I haven't done anything like this in a very long time. This place is super dense. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find this mansion or not. But as you can see, the path is not easy. There's actually not much of a path. So a little tip for you. All these blue marks, as far as I can tell, they don't lead to anything. Let's see if I'm getting closer. Here's a brick. Whew, I hope so. There's a piece of wood just laying up here. Wonder if that's a sign, I don't know. Oh man, success. Oh my goodness. This is literally impossible to find right now in September. I think I walked right by this a couple times. Whew. Yes, I just saw a little bit of the brick. I'm gonna flip it around and show you, because I don't think anyone's gonna find this right now. All right, here we go. Look at this. Normally on most of the videos, there's nothing down here in the floor of the house, of this mansion. There's some more of the wall. Wow, that took me 3 hours to find this. Oh my goodness. I think I just randomly found it, to be honest with you. Ooh, so you can see all the brick. As you walk across here, there are bricks everywhere. I've tripped all over the place because kind of sticking up out of the ground, but it's amazing from 1861, this place is still standing. I'd like to see in a couple years if this just gets buried, because you would never see it. There's a bunch of debris on the side where the train tracks are that way, bunch of debris in front of it, whatever type of tree, plant that is. There's one right in the middle here, which is a little bit iconic, I guess. And the rest of it, you just kind of really barely see the wall that goes around. Really, I did a day one, I didn't really know where to look. Follow Google Maps, it was wrong. Day two, came back. And I definitely say if you're gonna come here, you're gonna see the Drew Mansion. Come in the winter when everything has died, because the bottom floor of the mansion, it's full of grass, trees, vines, everything. I mean, I don't know how you're ever gonna, you could walk right by it and not know it. I saw just a glimpse of some brick, and then I was like, oh my God, is that it? And that happened like 20 times today. Is that brick? Turned out to be like a log or something else. So have a little water, celebrate, and keep going. I'm gonna put some pictures of what this mansion looked like and a little bit of the town too. So this is just what I thought. I walked by it like 3 times, and how do I know? So we have a bench out here in the middle of nowhere, and you're wondering like, why is that? And if you go right off this point right here, there's part of the bench that's really broken up. You go about right there, go straight from there. That'll direct you right to it. That's the best I can do. It's just a bunch of random vegetation in there. Look for the bench. Once you find the bench, I'd say it's about maybe 70 feet that way. If you go in a straight line right off the corner, it's all beat up. Anyway, I hope that helps. This was fun. This was a big mystery for me to find and track down. So I'm running out of time here. Sun's going down a bit. So I'm gonna take my FPV and see if I can find the sawmill. I'm gonna run it along the path that people kind of hike. There's a little trail, not so much of a hike. And it goes over to the river where 2 rivers meet. And this is where George Drew put in the sawmill. I have no idea what's over there. Let's see how this works with the FPV drone, and let's go. So we're gonna follow the train tracks, go all the way to the river, and we're gonna do a bunch of different angles as we go around, trying to look for the sawmill, explore the river. We figured that out with the FPV drone, and now we're gonna move on to some different areas. It's just so thick and green around here that you see the bridge. Now there's one little place here, but I believe this is a bit of an observation tower. So that's not gonna be it, but possibly from what people told me, right here there's the remains of the sawmill. Now this is not a guarantee, but what people told me, and so this might not be correct, but this is what I was guessing. I could not get super close because of the signal, and I'm right on the other side, but as far as I know, I did not completely see it, so I cannot verify it. So the sawmill I did not find. But anyway, I'm gonna bring the FPV Avata 2 drone back, and I had a great time with all of this, and get it right back to the car. So if you guys know of any other ghost towns in Florida or North Carolina, it's kind of where I'm staying when I'm back in the States. I'd love to hear it. Any history on top of those 2 would be fantastic. Anything to explore. Thanks again, guys. I really appreciate you watching the whole video. If you have any questions or comments, put it down below. If you like any other adventures like Cumberland Island, Georgia, or a road trip around Iceland, that was phenomenal. I will catch you later, guys. Take care.